I don't know if people can hear me or not, or if I'm actually live. Sounds like I am. I'm going to double check that I'm actually live because I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, look at that. It is actually live. Oh, awkward. I'm live streaming my own ad. Probably shouldn't do that. Oh, look, there's people here. Can you hear me? I see a couple people saying hello. Got Retro Man, Osty the Wasty. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. And Theo Storm. And Dee Dee. Hello, Dee Dee. Okay, it sounds like I can be heard.
Look, there's people here.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
People can hear me. Perfect. Lovely. All right. I'm going to get the game started and booted up. It's going to probably take me a second here. I didn't realize I needed to have the game booted before I even started. Wow, there's a lot of you here. I don't even know. Six people? Hi, everyone. Hi, Knight. Hi, Soy. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Halloween Papa John. It's Diddy, not Dee Dee. My bad. I'm sorry. Sleepless Hardcore is going quite well. It's probably 70%. So it's doing pretty good. How does the audio sound? Is it sounding all right? Can people hear me okay? I from my point of view, it sounded okay on mine. So. Okay, looks like the game's booting up now. I need to make sure that it's actually connected to the stream. I've still got the derp face, and that's it. So I apologize for the unconventionalness of this. How do you pronounce your name? UYT? Is that just UYT? That video will be incredible with all the suffering when it's out. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of suffering. Oh, Theo Storm is waiting for Baldur's Gate 3 to install. That sounds fun. I've heard a lot of good things about Baldur's Gate 3, but I don't know that I'd be able to play it. Come on. What is going on here? Why is my game being such a pain in the bum? Let's see, video settings. There we go. Now I can actually see. Is it gonna work? Oh, hey! Can you guys see now? It might take a couple seconds for that to be able to see. Yeah, Halloween Papa John, there is a Minecraft Live 2023 coming soon. Guy asks, who are you going to vote for? Good question. I do plan on talking about that. I'm actually going to have a whole rant over that. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Let's get the game actually running. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I actually wanted to see if you guys were willing to vote on something separate to the mob vote. This is a completely unrelated thing. Let's see. Can I set up? Got it. Let's see. Can I set up a poll? Perfect. I can. I'm going to set up a poll real quick. And we'll see just a sec. Give me 1 minute and I will have that set up for you. Ooh, Elizabeth Johnson says, hey, Joe Bounty Hunter, this is so exciting. I'm excited too. I'm super excited. Okay. So I'm going to let you guys decide what I'm going to do. Something ratty. I subbed to you a while ago. I forgot, but I don't regret it. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're here, Apollo Does Stuff. 10th like, let's go. Thank you, Fia2Co. I don't know how to pronounce your guys' names. I'm sorry. I'm going to let you guys choose what I'm going to play. I have two options for you. The first option is called Anvil Survival. You'll see when I start playing that if that's what you choose. And the other is Creative Building. I can show off some of the stuff that I'm planning on building soon in my Sleepless Hardcore world. If you guys are familiar with who I am, I don't know if every single one of you is as familiar as I am with myself, but I'm the Sleepless Hardcore guy. I'm the guy who made the Hardcore YouTubers Are Lying to You video, and I announced the Sleepless Hardcore. So if you want to see a couple of sneak peeks of that, I'm more than happy to show you. Can you guys see the gameplay at all? Is it working? Looks like it is. We've got people wanting to see Creative Building at least. The Anvil Survival is going to be pretty fun. That one I'm kind of excited for. But if Creative Building wins, then I can show you a couple of my builds. We might end up doing a little of both because we'll probably have time. But it should be fun. We can do a little bit of both, but we want to see which one wins first. And hello, Mr. Joser. Hello, Tiny Cloud. Prime Plays Games wants to see both. Yeah, I just have the settings menu open right now because I haven't actually loaded into the world. You can see I've just got it to the menu right here. This Anvil's right here is the Anvil Survival that I'm going to be playing. Looks like it's winning right now, so I guess we'll pop into Anvil Survival. This is going to be an adventure, to say the least. My only concern is, once I go full screen here, I can't actually see the live chat unless it's on my phone. So yeah, it looks like Anvil Survival is winning by about 2/3 right now. But we'll do both in a little bit. I'll play Anvil Survival for a little while. This one right now is I don't know how much I want to give away. This one will probably end up being a video, though. But thank you for being here for the first, Just a Fluke. It is not a fluke that you are here for the very first stream ever. So I'll try to do my best to keep my eyes on chat. However, I have no practice at all. The Bountiful world is my hardcore world. So I called it Bountiful because it's Joe Bounty Hunter. So Bountiful. I feel like it makes sense. But anyway, so this is Anvil Survival. That should explain why. Hold on. I've got it on creative mode, and I don't know why. It shouldn't be on creative mode right now. Here, I'm going to save and quit to title because it shouldn't be on creative mode. I have cheats turned off, and yet it still had creative mode on. That's confusing. Yes, OG Squad, Diddy. OG Squad. Thanks for being here, guys. Okay, hopefully this time it's actually survival because it's supposed to actually be... I may have to actually change my game mode to survival. If not, oh well. Yep, I'm still in creative mode. That's not supposed to be the case. Open to LAN, survival, allow cheats on, start LAN world, / game mode, survival. There we go. Ah! That's the fun. So I'm going to exit out of the world one more time. I'm so sorry for delaying the start of actually playing. But I want to actually be in survival and not have cheats active because, you know, it's just not as fun when cheats are active. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's supposed to be. Something Ratty asks, what sort of music do you listen to? I listen to a lot of different music. It kind of depends. Oh, I died. I got to pay attention to what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm going to keep dying. Good question. I don't know what kind of music I listen to. I listen to a lot. I listen to all sorts of different people, so it kind of just depends on the day. I'll listen to pretty much anything. I enjoy a lot of... I'll give you something specific. I like Weird Al. Weird Al's a lot of fun, and that probably explains why I've got a parody video on my channel already. Hold F3 and F4 and you can change game modes fast. Oh, that's really helpful. Thank you. I didn't actually know what the... Whoops. I took a screenshot, I think. F3 and F4. Oh. Oh, okay. So that is F3 and F4. Well, thank you. I learned something new every day. Prime plays games. I saw your hardcore video when you had 3K subs when I started the vid. I already had 6K. Yeah, that was insane. Guys, I went from 2,000 subscribers to 4,000 subscribers in 1 hour. It was 1 hour that I went from 2,000 to 4,000. And then I went from 4,000 to 6,000 in like about 3 hours after that. Then I went from 6,000 to 8,000 in about 4 or 5 more hours. And then by the end of filming, recording, I'd hit 20,000 subscribers. And that was, maybe 40 hours total. I think it was about 40 hours later. It was insane. Somebody asked why the anvils are falling. I didn't catch. Oh, it was Matthias Jolly. Is that your name pronounced correctly? But anyway, so the anvils are falling because I've set this world up so that about every 10 seconds an anvil falls. And the goal is to try and beat the game before the anvil hits me in the head. This is just a practice round. I don't know that this recording will end up being the actual video. But I'm going to try and see if I can't survive in this world. And if I die, I obviously lose all my stuff. I'm playing back in 1.19 where all of your items are immediately deleted from your inventory. So I have to be able to beat the game without having an anvil fall on my head. So I can't hold still for too long. And the other rule of this world is I cannot use any other chest besides an ender chest. That's the kind of rules I've set up for this world. So I literally can't store any items in my inventory into any chest, if that makes sense. So all of my items will be disappeared if I die. I'm not very good at English. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Hardcore question. Will donation be based on subs at time of recording? Yes, it is based on the subs at the time of recording, specifically when I die during recordings. So in the hardcore world, if I die while recording, I take a screenshot immediately of my current subscribers, and that's what the donation is based off of. Joe Mama, Joe Mama, Joe Mama. Next, you should do sleep deprived with anvils falling on you. That would be kind of fun. I don't know that I ever want to do in real life sleep deprived ever again. That was just miserable. Oh, that was just miserable. It was staying awake. I ended up only being awake for about 35 hours. If you know, you know. I ended up failing the in real life challenge. So I went to bed after 35 hours and it just hurt a lot. It hurt a ton. Well, thank you, Apollo Does Stuff. You came here for the hardcore YouTubers are lying to you, but you watch my other videos. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've listened to pretty much everything Weird Al has ever done, Tiny Cloud, so, pretty much every single Weird Al song that has ever existed, I've probably heard at least once. Okay, I have to be careful, because you have to craft really fast. I have to time it, because these anvils are falling way fast. Okay, there's one. Come on, go, go, go. Okay, we're good. This is scary. Crafting is tough in this. Go, go, go. There we go. Thank you, Osti. Is it Osti the Wasti? Am I saying that right that time? Are the anvils too loud? Can I... Let's see. I can change the sound settings real quick. Music and sounds. Blocks. I think that would probably be blocks. If there are sound issues, just let me know. I'll try to keep my eyes on chat, like I said. Yeah, I could place the block above my head to block the anvils, but that would be taking the easy way out. That kind of defeats the whole point. Yeah, one time I stayed up for 33 hours and haven't been able to make it past 4 or 5 cents. Yeah, staying up super late is is not fun. It is not fun. Once you stay up past, it is so hard. What happened to Sleepless Hardcore? It is still coming. I'm just taking a break from editing. I've been editing for probably about, I think it's been 2 months now. So yeah, I've been editing for almost 2 months now, and I'm doing my best. I'm trying to bring it out as fast as I can, but I don't want to commit. Oh. I don't want to commit to editing too much and become burnt out, so I'm just taking a break tonight to try and see if I can't get through just trying something new, because I've never live streamed before. Who inspired you when you were making your channel? Probably the person who inspired me the most. That's a good question. There's a couple different people who have inspired me in the style of editing that I'm trying to emulate. Probably the biggest as far as the style of video I'm trying to emulate is going to be Ryan Trahan. So he's not even a Minecraft creator. I'm trying to bring something a little bit different to how it works. But I mean, I guess we'll see. It might be as successful as I hoped. Maybe it's a terrible idea. But the other thing is Technoblade. I try not to bring up Technoblade too often inside of the videos and stuff, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to profiteer off of him. But he's the whole reason I started a Minecraft channel. If I'm being completely honest, I wouldn't be playing Minecraft right now if it weren't for Technoblade. So, okay, please give me enough time. Please. Oh, don't kill me. Oh, I'm about to die. Ah! No, dang it. I could tell it was coming. I'm trying to get a gauge for how long it takes. Yeah, this is the sleepy guy, Steffi Cat. You're right on. I am the sleepy guy. Sleep is for losers. I am not in university, R.I. Is that your name? Just R.I.? Yeah, I'm not in university right now. My plan for my life right now is YouTube. I've commit pretty much fully to it. I do other things, like if you look at my channel, I have a link to my Amazon storefront, and so that's how I'm making at least most of my money right now, is I've got an Amazon storefront. These items are supposed to be deleted when you get killed, so I don't know what's happening. Should I just throw these items back on the ground? Because they're supposed to be deleted when the anvil kills me. Watch. Yeah. Did that not delete them? But yeah, just anvils everywhere. This is slowly filling the world. It's kind of fun. Anvils drop about every 10 seconds. I think it's like 13 repeaters on full delay. NDIY, Geometry Dash is going to bed. Good night. Have a good night. Get some sleep. I don't think I can do the orange justice on Minecraft. I'm barely capable of dancing in real life, and I don't think the stiff arms and legs can do the orange justice in this game. I'm sorry. Sorry, Halloween Papa John. Okay, we are in danger here. It's starting to turn to night. I need to go see if I can find... There it is. Do you guys want me to delete these items, or should I just keep them? Noah? Okay, Noah works. Yeah, if you're going, get a good night's sleep. No, sleep is for the weak, but it's also for you, because you're awesome, and so I'll make an exception for you. Everybody else, though. Somebody asked a question. Did you expect your hardcore YouTubers video to blow up like it did? No and yes. I expected it to do well. Is it 5 seconds? Okay, well, thank you for doing the math on that, because I have no clue. So I didn't expect it to take off as well as it did. It's obviously, it's at 600,000 something views now. I think it's 670,000, which is just insane. That's just crazy to me right now. but I did expect it to do good. I was planning on it doing well. I expected it to get like, what I was thinking was like 15,000 views. That's what I was expecting. But 15,000 views, you know, for me then was really good. My most viewed video at the time was one of the old tutorials that I made for practice. Is that a pink sheep? No way. What are the odds of that? But yeah, my most viewed video before the Sleepless Hardcore was at like 50,000, and that was a tutorial, and it was getting ranked in search. So the only reason it was being seen by anybody at all was because of search results, and that's it. Outside of that, I literally had, 2,000 people who watched most of my videos, and a couple thousand that would watch every once in a while. But, I did just barely start out. I think it's been a year since my first upload. So, what would you do if somebody did a $499.99 super chat? I'd be very surprised by that. I kind of doubt that's going to happen. Fern the Frond, that's crazy, man. Congrats. I can totally see you making it more banger content. Your Bed Wars videos was awesome. Well, thank you. I really enjoyed making the Bed Wars video. It didn't do well to start out. Like, when it first came out, it didn't even get 1,000 views for like a month. No, it was longer than a month. It was like way longer. It was insane. Yeah, pink sheep's super rare. That's insane, right? Can't believe I found a pink sheep. I'm gonna die. Yep, there it is. I'm not taking this too super seriously right now. I'm just trying to practice. Whoops. As you can tell, I'm just trying to practice because this is a video idea I've had for a while. I want to see if it's possible. So I don't, as somebody asked earlier, I didn't catch who it was. Somebody asked earlier if I was going to edit this into a video, and I'm planning on editing something like this into a video, but I don't know that it'll be this run through because the anvils are falling a little bit more frequently than I liked. I was planning on making it about 10 seconds rather than every 5 seconds. And I have never practiced this before. This is the first time I've ever tried, so we'll see. What is my favorite movie? Good question, Apollo Does Stuff. Good question. It depends on the day. I've got a bunch of different favorite movies. I've really loved like a lot of the Christopher Nolan stuff. That's really a lot of fun. I used to be a huge fan of Star Wars. I say used to because I'm not a huge fan of the Disney stuff. I don't hate the Disney stuff. I mean, it's nowhere near as good as it used to be with just George Lucas, but, I'm a prequels fan. I'm more of a prequels. I love the original trilogy, too. I don't want to make it sound like I don't love the original trilogy, because that's what I grew up on. And then I watched the prequels as I got older, and I fell in love with them. And then I kind of fell into the internet trap of hating on the prequels, and now I like them again, mostly because the sequels were as terrible as they were. Soy, is it SOI Soy, asks, do you have pets? Not right now. My family has a couple of cats, but I don't have any. Oh crap, I'm dead. Oh crap, there's a baby. I don't have any pets right now, but maybe someday. My wife and I are thinking about getting pets, but we currently live in an apartment that doesn't allow them, so. Could you reuse the anvils when they fall? Yeah, technically I can use the anvils. I don't know that it does much, so. I don't have anything to use an anvil for. I don't have any, like, enchanted books to apply to any armor or any tools to repair, so it's not like it would help much. Do you know the music artist Boy with Uke? He's my favorite. He just face revealed. Is that the case? I think I know about him. He's got like one of those digital face masks, right? I don't know much about him. I don't know if I've ever heard any of his music, but I know a little bit about him. Oops. I just lost access to my chat. I'm sorry. Milk first or cereal first? Cereal. Only psychopaths put milk first. Except for you, Monkeyed. You can put milk first if you want to. I'll give you an exception. Minecraft is the only game where seeing a baby can quite possibly mean death. No kidding, it absolutely can. This is the scariest thing. Seeing a baby is terrifying. Yeah, right now, I don't think I'm going to be able to make progress since it's night and I lost all my wool, so I won't be able to make a bed. I'm not planning on making this a sleepless world. That's just the hardcore. Just the hardcore will be sleepless for now. Wonder if I can get the anvil to fall on one of the animals. Oh! Well, I almost did it. That was close. Do you have kids or plan to? I'm planning on it. I want to have kids really, really bad. She and I are still both pretty young. We got married at... she was 20 and I was 21, I think. And so we're both still really, really young. So we're not planning on having kids quite yet, but we want to really bad within a couple of years. I'm not actually 21 anymore. That was like 3 years ago or whatever. I think I'm 24 now. I don't keep track of my age very well. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking about kids for sure. Prime plays games. That is definitely on my radar. What animal? If we ever get a pet, I'd be down to do one of each, a dog and a cat. Say like one of each as if they're the only animals you can get. I don't know that I'd ever want anything like a bird or a snake or anything too exotic. I think just a dog or a cat or one of each would probably be fine. Is my stream delayed? I think I've lost my live chat. Hold on. I want to make sure I haven't lost you guys. Let me double check. Oh yeah, I got a couple of people. Milk bowl cereal table. Yeah, you put the milk on the floor, then you put the bowl in the milk, pour the cereal over top it. Thank you. Thank you on the congratulations, Fern. Our anniversary is actually coming up in about a month, so it's pretty exciting. I'm super excited. We're going to have a fun time. The Minecraft Battle Pass. A tarantula would be a fun pet. That could be kind of cool. Elizabeth, you're crazy. Who wants a tarantula? If you're just tuning in, I'm playing Anvil Survival, where an anvil falls on my head every 5 seconds, and I'm trying to beat the game. Right now, I'm not taking it super seriously. I'm just kind of trying to answer questions and stuff like that. Whoops. Would those games ever make it on the channel? What game? Oh, I missed the first question. What games do you play besides Minecraft, and would those games ever make it on the channel? If I ever play other games for YouTube at all, it'll probably be on a second channel. Right now, I think I want to keep this channel primarily focused on Minecraft. I do want to make my niche a little bit more broad than just hardcore, which is why I'm doing this idea and why I did the oversimplified skins idea. If you didn't like that. But yeah, if I ever play other games, it'll probably be on a second channel. I do like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro a lot. Those are two of my favorites. Growing up, I played a lot of Crash and Spyro. They were kind of forming to my personality. I haven't played a bunch of more modern games just because I grew up on the PlayStation 1, like 10 years after the PlayStation 1 came out. So I'm like super behind. But yeah, other than that, it's Minecraft and Crash Bandicoot pretty much. I think I play a couple other games, but like I've played Fortnite before, but I haven't played it in months. I've played Rocket League before, but I haven't played it in months. I think I've played like one round of Call of Duty before, but I just didn't get into it. You know, just not a ton. Joe Bounty Hunter 2 Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, that's a great idea. I think I'm going to have to steal that. Oh, what are my thoughts on thoughts on thoughts? It's pretty deep, dude. I don't know if I can go that deep. I'll hurt my brain. Cuphead is a lot of fun. I've watched the Netflix show. I haven't been able to play the game just because I haven't actually taken the time to. But Cuphead looks like a lot of fun. I would totally play it. Modded survival. Rat Whisperer asked about modded survival. I would probably consider doing. I want to keep it mostly vanilla to start out, just because once you start getting into modded, it starts to become a little bit more confusing for me. I do have mods installed, like obviously I have Optifine that allows me to zoom in and stuff, and I actually have replayed mode and a couple other mods I think installed. So, you know, I've got some mods going, but I'm about as novice as you can get when it comes to modding the game. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about the mob vote. I'm so sorry. I'm going to talk about the mob vote. Let's do that. So the mob vote. Where should I start? I think the mob vote is something that Mojang needs to start phasing out or updating in a fun and interesting new way that doesn't get as many people angry. And I think I have a solution. However, my solution is probably not very popular. So I'm kind of interested to see what you guys think. Oh, look, a village. Let's go check it out. The reason why I think that it's not super popular, because right now it seems like most people want to just straight up cancel the mob vote altogether and just never have another mob vote ever again. Either that or they're just full gung-ho on one of the 3 mobs. But I just, if you recently interacted with my channel, you probably have seen the post. I did a community post where I said, which mob do you want the most? And then one of the options was, I want all 3. And so that was about 80% of people said that they wanted all 3, which kind of surprised me. I figured it would be most people would rather just have all 3, but 82 or 83% of people want just all 3 or none. And that just super surprised me. So my solution, my kind of workaround of it, is Mojang needs to stop treating it like a throwaway list of ideas and start treating it more like a priorities list. Most people don't get the mob that they want. There's 3 mobs every year, and out of the 3 mobs, only 1 is ever added. Something Ratty said 82%. Yeah, 82% of people wanted all 3. That's insane. That is really, really, really insane. And if that many people just want all 3, what Mojang is doing is they're creating a back catalog of all these mob ideas that probably are never going to be added, and it's just making more and more people angry about it because you know, if you get emotionally attached to an idea, like the copper golem is one of the biggest one I see. People are super upset about the exclusion of the copper golem, and for probably ever they will never have that mob, you know? As long as the game is out and keeps updating with different new mob votes every time, even if Mojang does go back and start adding some of the past mobs, I think they're up to 12 losers now. Remind me if I'm wrong, but we've got the 3 mobs, the 3 mob votes from the original mob vote, like A, B, and D. I think mob C was the Phantom. Maybe it was mob B. I don't remember. But there's like 3 mobs there, so we're already up to 3. And then there's the Ostrich, there's the Meerkat, there's the Vulture, there's the Moobloom, the Glare, the Rascal, the Copper Golem, the Tough Golem, the let's see, did I miss any of them? Can you guys think of any? There's the Iceologer, that's a big one. That's one of the big ones that people cared about the most. So there's all these different mobs that people want in the game, but there's so many of them that aren't added and just won't be added that it's just making people so angry. So what they need to do is, instead of treating it like a throwaway spot, start treating it like a priorities list and bring back the old ideas and see which one people want to add first. Mojang, their argument against doing all 3 mobs is that it takes too many resources and it takes too much time, which makes sense. I mean, game development does take time, and if you want to implement the mob really well into the game where it isn't broken, you gotta be able to actually develop the idea and make it good. So it takes time. It makes sense that it's gonna take time, but they added like 2 new mobs to 1.20, 3 new mobs in 1.19, 3 new mobs in 1.17. The only reason 1.18 didn't have new mobs was because it wasn't... Dang it. I died. But the only reason 1.18 didn't have new mobs was because it wasn't a normal update. It was just 1.17 and a half, pretty much. So, the exclusion of... Shoot, I just lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. I died and I lost what I was talking about. Yeah, making it more mod friendly is part of what makes it take so long. But yeah, just with how long it takes to develop, it shouldn't be that hard to add 2 or 3 mobs per update, because they've done it consistently since the original, I think 1.16, they added 6 mobs. 6 mobs in one update, which just blows my mind. I mean, 6 mobs in one update, and I guess you could say that in 1.16 they had I think they had 2 zombified versions of the same mob, so it was the same mob, so you could cut it down to 4 new mobs. And then if you counted the Piglin Brute as the same as... That was really close. That almost hit me. If you count the Piglin Brute as the same as the Piglin and the zombified Piglin, then it's technically only 3 new mobs with a couple variations of the same mob. But if we're counting the Glow Squid as an entirely new mob, I think it's entirely fair to count variations of the Piglins as separate mobs too. Because the Glow Squid was an entirely new mob, supposedly, even though it's just a recolor of the squid. So, I mean, it just kind of depends on how you define it and how you try to clarify it. But pretty much every single update since 1.16 has had 3 new mobs, with the exception of 1.20 with only 2. And so they could add 2 of the mob vote winners every single update at least. And if they did that, all they'd have to do is add the first place winner in the current year and the second place in the following year. And then every single year recycle the third place mob into the mob vote again. So the first place mob gets added this year, the second place mob gets added next year, and the third place mob gets to be voted on in the next year. And then in the next year's first place mob is added alongside the previous year's first place mob. So you have 2 mobs per update added from the mob vote every single year. Hey, look, Rat Whisperer is back. Hello, Rat Whisperer. If you ever get into modded survival, Twilight Forest is a classic one. I think Twilight Forest could be fun. I don't know a ton about it, but that one sounds like a lot of fun. I also want to do the Aether. That one's like the most iconic mod ever. And I think they recently brought it back, so I think that was pretty cool. Yeah, even before the aquatic update added so much more, plus the village and pillage. Yeah, the only reason I count back to 1.16 is because 1.15 was kind of a smaller half-year update that only added bees. And so, but yeah, every update besides Buzzy Bees pretty much adds like at least 2 or 3 new mobs. So they're capable of adding 2 or 3 new mobs. They just don't want to add the mob vote mobs because they're B-list ideas. They're not well-developed ideas. It's literally a recolored cow or a recolored squid or a Minecraft Dungeons mod. Which, to be fair, the Minecraft Dungeons mobs are kind of cool. There's some cool ideas like the Iceologer, but it came from Minecraft Dungeons first. So it was half-baked, kind of unoriginal ideas, all 3 of them. Even though they're cool, and you know, I'm not trying to deny anybody for liking those mobs. It's just they weren't fully fleshed out ideas. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about the mob vote as a whole, and I don't think I'm going to be voting at all. So to answer everybody's questions, the mob vote was initially introduced in 2017. But somebody's trying to get me to say ICUP, and I did that on purpose. You're welcome. Yeah, they're taking way longer on updates lately in general too. They've done one update a year for the past couple of years, but they used to do like 3 or 4 updates a year back a while ago, back when things first started. I'm not sure if I've lost my chat again because it keeps kind of lagging behind. So I apologize if I miss your chats. I'm not trying to ignore anybody. I'm just trying to get to everybody as fast as I can. I'm not sure how quickly I'm capable. Hey, we've got Ultra Pancake. Hello there. The Wither Storm could be cool in regular Minecraft. Yeah, I could see the Wither Storm being kind of cool. The thing is, the Wither Storm is just the Wither but more. And I feel like if they're going to add a new boss, they might as well just make it completely original rather than taking ideas from other mods or other games. Isn't the Wither Storm from the adventure mode? I could be wrong on that. I'm not super familiar with the ouch. Dang it. I'm not super familiar with the other games. I haven't ever played adventure mode. I haven't ever played dungeons. I think I played dungeons for like 10 minutes. So here's the question. How do I get iron? That's going to be fun. How do I get anything without cheating? Ooh, that was close. I just barely dodged that one. That was really close. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to turn this one into a video. So this is just kind of a practice round. Oh, thank you, Stuffy Cat. I appreciate that. Yeah, it is from story mode. Well, thank you. Yeah, anvil jump scare every 10 seconds. Is the anvil still too loud, or is it all right? Does that feel good? Let's go shout out Ultra Pancake number 2. We've got 2 shout outs now. Hi there, Tim Blizzard. I think that's your name. What would you add to the game personally, like a mob or an item? If I could add whatever I wanted to Minecraft, ooh, good idea. I have a bunch of different ideas. I think it'd be kind of cool to have like underground dwarf villages, kind of like expanding the rascal idea into entire species and civilization. Make alternatives of not exactly like the I wouldn't do it like the ancient cities, but something kind of similar to it where it's just an underground civilization. I think that could be kind of cool. One of the biggest things I would add is the redwood forest. I think a redwood forest would be awesome. If you could get a redwood forest biome in the new version of Minecraft. They initially declined to add redwoods because it'd be quote unquote too similar to the old growth I think it's the old growth taiga biome. I'm not sure which one it is. But if they added 100-foot tall trees, that would just be so cool. They'd be like 5 blocks thick. So imagine a tree that thick and 100 blocks tall. I realize what I've built, and I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll change it. Anyway, but yeah, a 100 block tall tree with 5 blocks thick trunk, I think would just be one of the coolest biomes to explore because the trees would just be so tall. It would be awesome. A better end, yeah, they need to update the end, but we know that's coming eventually. They've said that before they add a new dimension, they're going to update all of the dimensions, and the end is the most obvious update. I don't think it'll be the next update. I'm calling it here. 1.21 is going to be probably either unnamed or if it is given a name, it's going to be vague enough that we don't know enough about it to make a decent judgment on what it's going to be like. We're going to be kind of left in the dark. We're probably going to get one new mob announced and a new wood type announced. There you go. There's my prediction. That's what we're going to get. We might get a redstone feature too. We might get a redstone feature, but if it is, it's probably going to be kind of useless. Maybe people will find good uses for it, but what we'll hear about it is probably going to be kind of useless. That's my prediction. There you go. You want 3 shout-outs, Ultra Pancake? Because there you go, 3 shout-outs. Yeah, thank you, Trouble Games. Validate my ideas. Make my head bigger, please. I'm kidding. I don't have as big of an ego as I try to joke. I do have a big ego, though. I'm the coolest person ever. And you cannot change my mind on that. I am the coolest person ever. It is 100% true. I'm joking, obviously. Oh, dang it. I lost my apples. From the choices, the best mob, is it Theus asks, I know you're not voting, but which mob seems the best from the choices? That's the thing. That's part of the reason why I'm not voting, is all 3 of them seem good. They're not bad. They're not great. I mean, they're not bad. They're not like the most groundbreaking, oh, we have to have that right now kind of ideas, because I want all of them. But I also, I'm more upset about the fact that we can't have all of them than I am about the fact that all of them are amazing ideas, because they're fine. They're all good ideas. But I'd much rather have all of them than just one of them. If I voted, I'd really just be voting 2 of the other ones off rather than voting one of them in. And that's kind of where my problem is with the mob vote right now. I don't think I'm as gung-ho about it as some people are. Some people are like super duper duper invested in boycotting the mob vote. I'm not going to tell you to boycott the mob vote. If you don't feel like boycotting the mob vote, don't. You know, it's only appropriate that you choose to vote for what you want to vote for. Oh, dang it, I died again. Vote for what you feel like is the most interesting, but I don't know. I think they're all good. God is trying to assassinate him with falling anvils. Yeah, I've committed the unpardonable sin. I'm gonna be sent to the nether, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it seems to be a pretty popular opinion about the vote right now. Somebody said probably Skulk. What about probably Skulk? They're going to add another Skulk block, do you think? I've heard rumors that there might be new Skulk blocks added in the next update, and if that happens, I wouldn't be too surprised, but I'd also... I think they're probably done updating the... Oh, I think I killed one of them on accident. I'm sorry. But anyway, I think they're probably done updating the Deep Dark for now. Because if they were gonna, they probably would have done it again in 1.20 rather than 1.21. I think this update's probably going to be an overworld-themed update. Oh, dang it. I think it's going to be an overworld-themed update again. I don't think they're going to do another dimension. I don't think it's going to be the end update yet. I don't think they have the confidence in themselves to do something as big as that and announce something as big as that yet. I mean, I would love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong about that, but I really don't think that they're going to do a big update yet, at least. That was close. Ooh. Ooh, that was close. I almost walked into that one. Okay, I'm going to try and actually make a little bit of progress on the game. I feel like it's only fun if I actually try. So I'm going to try and do a little bit of progress. When will you do your Sleepless Hardcore Challenge? So I've already filmed the Sleepless Hardcore Challenge. I don't know if you were here when I explained it earlier. But I've already finished filming the Sleepless Hardcore Challenge. What I need to do now is finish editing it. I'm just taking a break from editing today because I've been editing almost nonstop for the past 2 months. So I'm just kind of trying to give myself a little bit of a break from editing. That's essentially what I'm doing right now, is just kind of having fun, testing out something new, because this is my first live stream ever, and I have no idea what I'm doing, and I don't know how it works, and yeah, that's why you can't see any of the live chat on the screen. So I will try to get to finishing the video as soon as I can. Be a shorts YouTuber, and my only goal is to get diamonds. Yeah, I feel like that one's been done to death. I think everybody's done that at least 100 times now. I mean, I could try to go for diamonds, but I'm not confident in my ability to do so. Why did I do an axe? I need a pickaxe. I need to go underground to avoid these anvils. Fern the Franz says, take your time, dude. It'll be good no matter what. You're doing good for a streamer. Thank you. That's very kind. I am still testing the waters and seeing what works. So, you know, if you find it boring, I'm not going to be offended if you click off. It's okay. But also at the same time, stay as long as you want. Feel free to stick around as long as you want. Thoughts on Undertale? Then I gotta go. Okay, Stuffy Cat, take care. I will miss you. My thoughts on Undertale is it seems really cool. I haven't been able to play it yet, but my sister absolutely fell in love with it and has been obsessed with it for the past, like, how long has it been? 5 years, probably? I think Undertale's been out for a while now. But yeah, she's pretty obsessed with it, so I would totally play it someday, but she would kill me if I tried to do a genocide run. She would kill me. I would have to play a pacifist run, at least first. I don't know how it affects the game entirely. I just know it's different if you kill anybody at all. Something Ratty says, I exquisitely enjoy vanquishing households of 4 whilst gazing upon thy live video of Joseph Bounty Hunter. How long are you planning to stream for? I don't know. I'm not planning on going for super duper late. I think somebody asked what time zone I was in for a while. I'm not actually in Eastern time zone. I just use Eastern as a standard. I think it's called Mountain Standard Time that I'm in. I don't actually know. I'm not sure. I just know that the standard that most people use is either Pacific or Eastern, so I just chose Pacific because, I chose Eastern. I'm stupid. I can't even English today. What are my plans after Sleepless Hardcore? My plans after Sleepless Hardcore, my next video after the Sleepless Hardcore video comes out is going to be another one of the, at least I'm planning on it right now, it's going to be another one of the oversimplified famous Minecraft skins. There was a ton of people that I wanted to do in the first one that I just wasn't able to get to just because, you know, you can't do everybody in one video all at once. So I was only able to get to 15 people. So I'm planning on doing, if I can, the rest of the default skins, the new ones that they announced. I think that was last year. And then from there, just kind of pick some more of the famous Minecraft YouTubers and other people who have played Minecraft before. I don't want to spoil who yet, but if you have suggestions, you're more than welcome to leave them on that video. Hi, I'm a lesbian, so shut up about it. I'm sorry I didn't mean to bring that up. I know that it's a touchy subject for you. Hello. I didn't know what else to call you. Let's see. Well, thank you for enjoying my stream, Asti the Wasti. My videos are, I feel like the hardcore YouTubers are lying to you. One isn't underrated. I feel like it's pretty accurately rated, but the other ones are probably a little underrated. I'd say my Bed Wars one is a little underrated. Stuffy Cat replied, thanks, Joe. I love Undertale a bunch for the music, definitely. Yeah, it has good music. Let's see. Undertale trying upping that pacifist run to a true pacifist run. It's something you probably won't regret. I probably will try it someday. What are my thoughts on Deltarune, the better Undertale? I actually know nothing about Deltarune. I'm not familiar with Deltarune at all. I know that it's an anagram of Undertale. I don't know if they're actually made by the same person or not. I think the guy who made Undertale is Toby Fox, I think. But I'm not sure if... I know that they're supposed to be related, but that's all I know. Anyway, Joseph Bounty Hunter the Fourth for 1 million subs. Thank you. I think I saw a question that I was going to answer, but let's see. Guess I lost it. I'm sorry. You should do a Bed Wars like video for build battle. That'd be kind of fun. I might go back and do other ideas like that. I think I'm going to focus more on just the survival mode rather than multiplayer modes for a little while. I don't want to completely tie myself down to only one game mode, but I want the main drive of my channel to be the hardcore series, because I'm planning on making it more than one episode. So far, we've just got the one episode filmed, though. Somebody wants me to go for diamond. I could try, but I need to craft a better pickaxe first, and I need light. It's too dark. I can't see. I forgot to do sticks. I'm a Minecraft veteran. You can tell, right? I'll do a shovel too. Why not? Squeeze through. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try going down and see if I can't get something, find a cave or something, but I don't know. I don't think there's very much interesting stuff down here. I want to see if I can't find some actual resources and get into actually making progress. Okay, let's make a break for it. Here we go. Hopefully I don't die. Ouch. Can I get down this hill this way? I don't know. I can try. Thank you, Trouble Games. So excited for the Sleepless Hardcore. I'm excited for you guys to see it too. Right now, it's kind of long. The video, I've got the script. I'll tell you, the script is 25 pages long right now. And that's a problem because it takes about two minutes per page, which means it's about 50 minutes long. I don't want it to be that long again. I don't think long videos in that style work as well. So I'm going to try and see if I can't get it down to 30 minutes. But mostly it's just editing the parts of the story that I want to keep and the parts of the story that I don't want to focus as much on. The main problem I'm running into is a lot of the continuity is in the script, and if I cut too much more, you're not going to see where I'm getting items from, and I want to show as much as I can while also including the parts that make it me, that make it, the character shine through, especially because should I give you guys spoilers? Should I make a new poll and see if people want to do spoilers? Looks like a couple people want spoilers. I'm gonna actually adjust the poll and see if people are interested in spoilers. Let me see if I can't do a new poll. Let's see, start a poll. Can I end the poll here? End poll. Okay, there we go. Start a poll. Do you want spoilers for Sleepless Hardcore? Oops, I missed the D. It's just hardcore. Hardcore parkour. Just trying to fix my grammar. There we go. Start poll. Some people say no spoilers. Some people yes. Guess we'll see. I'm going to vote yes on myself. Just to see what happens. Trouble Games says, I would love a 1 hour video from you. It's like a whole video. I think he meant to say movie. I don't know. No spoilers. No spoilers. I'm saying it's 65%, 67%. So I'm seeing some people want spoilers. Yo, what's up, are you Pervy? That's a weird name. Is that actually your name, Pervy? Am I saying that wrong? I could be completely ruining your name. I'm so sorry. If your name isn't Pervy, I'd feel so bad. I'm not speedrunning right now, no. I'm just playing for the heck of it. Okay, I'll go back to actually trying to play. A small spoiler. Some people want small spoilers. I'm going to give it a little bit longer, but it looks like 67% want some spoilers. Okay, I'll give you some kind of vague spoilers. How's that? Some vague and small spoilers. So one of the spoilers I'm okay sharing with is the video is intended to be a commentary on the state of hardcore videos on YouTube. So I'm trying to subvert your expectations with it. One of the things you guys already are aware of, if you've seen the hardcore video that I made, the hardcore YouTubers are lying to you video, you already know that I'm doing the respawn rule that allows me to respawn, which if you guys weren't aware, respawning is the #1 thing that you're not supposed to do in hardcore, which is kind of a plot point in the video. Do you guys want to know how many times I died or the final price per death? That's too big of a spoiler. That's too big of a spoiler. I won't tell you that. I will tell you, though, that I did die at least once, and the price ended up being a sum higher than, let's say, $200. That seems like an amount that could be vague enough. It's higher than $200. So I died at least once, and the price per death ended up being at least $200. Is that a fair spoiler for you? People are saying vague is okay. As long as people are okay with that. But yeah, it is supposed to be a commentary on the state of hardcore videos on YouTube as a whole. I want to turn it into a long-running series, but since I am respawning, I'm trying to make it justifiably a hardcore series. Otherwise, I would have just made it a normal survival series. The thing is, there's a specific reason why it's a hardcore series. And so I'm a little bit worried about how people are going to react to it, because I do respawn and it is a hardcore video. So hopefully people react in a good way. I don't want it to be a controversial thing. I want to be as clear and as open and as honest as about it. So I am respawning, but I am charging myself the price per death every single time I die. But at the same time, I think once you watch the video, you will agree that it is justifiably hardcore. In fact, it might even be more hardcore. Do you guys want the spoiler that is related to making it more hardcore than other people's worlds? Is that too big of a spoiler? I've kind of hinted at it in a couple places, but I haven't outright announced the spoiler. It wasn't 200K. I didn't do 200K for the price per death. Yes, SB737 did react to me. And so did another guy. Was it Preston Plays? No, it wasn't Preston Plays. It was somebody. It was the guy who rebranded his channel like a Ken doll for whatever reason. His channel is branded as Ken from the Barbie movie. He reacted too. I don't remember his name. I feel really bad. People want the spoiler. It looks like most people want the spoiler. So if you don't want the spoiler, close your ears for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here it is. The spoiler is I've banned Totems of Undying from the world. There it is. All right, the spoiler is over. If you don't want to know the spoiler, you can open your ears now. The spoiler is over. There you go. That's it. That's what I think justifies it being a hardcore world and probably makes it slightly more hardcore than most hardcore worlds. Because everybody uses that item. I won't say what it is, even though people will probably mention it. Yeah, Jimmy Solidarity Gaming. That's it. That's it. So completely banned from the world. I can't use it at all, and everybody seems to use it. So I think that justifies it being hardcore. And once you see the explanation in the video, I think you'll probably agree as well. But I mean, it depends, and you'll have to wait until the video comes out. I'm really, really hoping I can get it out before the end of October. But I mean, a lot can change, and I may end up finding problems. You know, it can happen. But my goal is by the end of October, at least. We'll see. I won't make any promises yet, just because it's, you know, one of those things. Is it too dark? Can you guys see it all? Because I feel like it's really, really dark right now. The anvil sound keeps playing because an anvil is falling from the sky every 10 seconds, or every 5 seconds, I suppose. But yeah, I'm playing a hardcore, not a hardcore. I can't English. Oh, dang it. Somebody asked a question and it killed me. I'm sorry. Let's see. I think I was just down here. Just down here a ways. Oh, shoot. Where was I? I wasn't paying attention. And I got squashed again. What about things about specific potions or gapples? Are those allowed? I am allowed to use pretty much every other item like gapples, but the thing with gapples is they're so rare that using one just feels like a waste, because what situation would you use it in? I mean, maybe fighting the warden, but outside of that, you don't want to use it up because you only have as many as you can find. So they're a lot more rare. You can't farm them. So don't apologize. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I died because I'm terrible at the game. I'm just not paying super close attention. I'm focusing more on trying to answer questions and make this a little bit more of a... This is just kind of a practice run. I'm planning on doing this as an actual video. Probably, if plans go well, this will be the video for December. It may end up being the video for January or February if things don't go well. But the video will be trying to beat Minecraft while an anvil falls on my head every 10 seconds, except that title's not great, and I'm gonna make a better title there. I've not read Dawn of Wonder by Jonathan Renshaw. It sounds like an interesting book, but I've never heard of him before. I don't think I've ever read it. Try to build Disneyland in hardcore. That could be cool. That could be a cool video. I do have a lot of videos planned, a lot of really interesting ideas. I think my ideas are a little bit different from what you're used to in hardcore. I think episode 2 of the hardcore series will probably portray that pretty well. I think, and I could be wrong, I think SB737 has made a video similar to what I'm going to do in episode 2. But I don't think anybody else has done anything even remotely like the episode 2. I know that it's possible because of other people and what they've done, but nobody's ever actually done it in hardcore, except for maybe SB737. I think he might have done it. But I won't spoil what it is. Who inspired you to post on YouTube? I think I answered this question a little bit earlier. It was Ryan Trahan and Technoblade are the two people that I point to most for my inspiration. I think that's probably the closest. The thing about going overboard, a lot of the... Somebody said, or just go overboard like no others. That was retro_. I don't think you're supposed to say underscore. I think that was just an old man moment from Joe Bounty Hunter. Your old Jobo moment right there. Anyway, going overboard, like building the absolute biggest thing you've ever seen. I have ideas like that. In fact, I'll even tell you one of them. Somebody else made the video, and it's so sad because I wanted to be the first one to make it. Nobody else before... What was his name? There was a guy who made a video very recently, like a week ago, called I Built the 7 Wonders in Hardcore, the 7 Wonders of the World. And that was the idea that I had. I was going to build the ancient 7 Wonders of the world. And so I do have ideas that are pretty similar to what you see typically, but not all of them are going to be the same as what you normally see. I don't want to be an exclusively 100 days YouTuber because I think the 100 days genre is old and really, really stale. But I do have some ideas to make it interesting. I do have some ideas that will help make the 100 days videos that I have planned kind of a little bit more different. And that's another thing that I'm kind of trying to subvert expectations on my next video, is I'm trying to do 100 days in sleepless hardcore in a way that's way different from what you would expect, at least. Just coming from the viewpoint of a person who typically watches people like, probably the best example is Luke the Notable. He was the person who kind of pioneered the 100 days format. And so I think most people are familiar with his style of editing and his style of storytelling, and I'm trying to specifically subvert that style and change it. Not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just everybody seems to copy and not do anything as unique or as personal. So I'm trying to develop a new style, which is part of why it's taking me 2.5 months to edit the video. So somebody has a question for me. What's up? Am I starting to lag a little bit? I think this stream is actually going pretty well for the most part. I'm actually playing untethered. Look at that. I'm just playing off of Wi-Fi. I was planning on using the Ethernet cable. I'm actually impressed. I don't need the Ethernet cable for it to do as well. I guess it is lagging for a couple people, but it's, the fact that it hasn't been lagging for so far is actually, it's pretty good. Would you ever collab with someone? Who would be your ideal collab partner? I definitely want to collab with people in the future. I have some interesting ideas for how I would collab, but it probably wouldn't be the typical way. I don't know. I think Mog Swamp is a pretty good example of how I would try to collab. I'd try to make a separate video entirely and make it kind of fun that way. But I'd probably do something different from like Mog Swamp's All Dirt World. If you've seen that one, I think who does he do it with? Is it? I forget. He has an all dirt world. It's super flat where they don't have any structures turned on, so the only block they have access to is dirt, and then they have to turn the dirt into all the other blocks that they want to use. I think it's Wunba. It's Wunba, isn't it? I could be wrong. Oh, I think it was just me pausing on accident. Okay, well, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. To answer your question, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Pervy Ruiz? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. They are completely banned. There is no workaround. I was thinking about having a workaround. I called it the punch card of intentional recklessness, but I decided against it because it just seems a little bit too complicated to have a workaround. It takes too much explaining, I feel like, in my personal opinion. So there's no workarounds. It's completely banned. What editing software do you use? I use DaVinci Resolve because it's free and I'm cheap and I don't have money. I'm spending a ton of money on this Sleepless Hardcore series. It's more than $200, and that was my first monetized video. So, it's like half of the money I've made off of YouTube entirely so far. So it's going to be tight, and so that's why I use DaVinci Resolve. It works really well. It works really incredibly well. I'd actually recommend DaVinci Resolve to anybody who likes video editing and wants to get into it on a budget. If you need a budget option, it's probably the best one. In fact, I'd say it's definitely the best free option because it's at least on par with Adobe Premiere, which is the professional one that most people use. Unless you're on Mac, and then maybe you use Final Cut Pro. I have experience using all of them, but I'm not great in any of them, and I'm really slow. I'm a really slow video editor. I'm still trying to learn. There we go. I need a new pickaxe. There we go. Guess I'm good on everything else. I could make some torches. What am I thinking? I've got all this coal and I didn't make any torches at all. I'm just on one today, I guess. I'm like, oh, is it so dark, guys? What's up? How's it going, Cold Gecko? Oh, hey, have a great day. Is it Soy? I don't want to mispronounce your name. I'm really sorry if I mispronounced name. But take care. It was nice having you in the stream. Thanks for your questions. OpenShot? I don't think I've ever heard of OpenShot. That sounds like an interesting one. Steve the Pro MC. I use OpenShot for my video editing. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Try to speedrun a random item of your choice. Ooh, I know. Anvil. Let's see. I hope I can get an anvil. Hey! Just kidding. I'm sorry. I've got the worst sense of humor. I'm so sorry. You have to deal with me. You could just ignore that joke. I apologize. Give you a shout out on your next video. Sneeze or fake sneeze. I've already recorded my next video. So I don't know that I could give you a shout out in my next video. I do actually have an idea that you could be involved with. I can collaborate with all of you right now. I have an idea. It's in the same vein of I oversimplified famous Minecraft skins. Instead of doing famous skins, I'm going to do your skins. So you guys can submit your Minecraft skins, and then I'll oversimplify as many as I can and fit them into a video. And maybe even do a couple extra bonus ones on a live stream someday, maybe. But that would be kind of a fun idea. I think that'd be kind of cool. The next video is hopefully coming out before the end of this month, but we'll see. It might take until a little bit into next month. It depends on how long it takes me to edit. How long have you been gone? 69. Because I couldn't tell you. So, do you guys like that? Do you like that idea of doing... I oversimplified your Minecraft skins. Do you think that'd be a good video? You don't have Java. You can still make a Minecraft skin. There's ways to make Minecraft skins, and if you want to, you can always just make a Minecraft skin outside of, because Bedrock Edition doesn't allow you to change your skin unless you buy it, which is kind of lame. But you can still make skins for your Minecraft account in general. Apply them through the I think it's Minecraft.net. I suppose you could describe a skin. I'm gonna make I think I'm gonna do like a Google survey for it. I think that's what it's called. I'm gonna do a Google survey for it and post it in a one of the community posts, and then people can just submit their skins through that. They can either submit it via a link or just describe what their Minecraft skin looks like. I'll give them room to describe different ideas. I want to clarify, I'm going to make it comedic though, so I may not simplify it in a way that you would want. I'm gonna make jokes out of it, but it'd be kind of fun. Yeah, you can't have your own custom skins. You have to download them off of the marketplace, which is kind of lame. Which is, they got to make money, so it makes sense that that's how it works. But I'm just glad Java has the addition to make your own skins. It's just so much better, in my opinion. Well, it seems like most people seem to like the idea, so Oh yeah, somebody asked what's my favorite Minecraft YouTuber. Ooh, what's my favorite Minecraft YouTuber? That's a good question. I like a lot of different Minecraft YouTubers. Um, hmm, hmm. I'm kind of more curious to hear what your guys' favorite Minecraft YouTubers are. I really like a lot of different people. I like a lot of the different genres. Like Mumbo Jumbo is just a vibe. I love watching his videos. I grew up watching a lot of the more original guys. Like I watched Tobuscus back in the day a lot. I watched a lot of Sky Does Minecraft. I don't know that I watched as much Stampy Longhead, but I know I did at least a couple of times. Um, I think I'll probably do that one into another video. I oversimplified old famous Minecraft skins. Sounds weird calling them old, but it's been 10, 15 years since Minecraft was first developed. It was 2009. Can you believe that? That's crazy, and it's almost been 15 years. That blows my mind. I'm old. Comment skin file links on a video. I don't think you can comment skin file links. It'll have to be submitted an alternative way. I might even do it through a Discord. However, I'm kind of stupid. I don't know how Discord works. Otherwise, I'd already have a Discord server set up. I want to, but I don't know how to do it. And I'd look up a tutorial on how to do it, but then it would just take away the time that I'd spend working on my edit. And so that's literally the only reason I don't have a Discord server right now, is because I have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, if you guys are interested in a Discord server, I will eventually get around to it. So it has two eyes, one super big one and one super small. The body is like a worm. Legs are made out of cake, birthday cake arms, and arms are Pringles, and the other is a pencil and a big forehead. Oh dear, that's a complex skin. I'm gonna have to oversimplify it. But you're welcome for the horrible joke. Yeah, that sounds like a fun skin. That actually sounds really cool. I think that would be a lot of fun. I like that skin idea. Send links through the chat and copy and paste the link. Technically I could, but I'm not planning on doing that video for a few months. So that's kind of a few months out right now. But that would be a way for you guys to someday in the future be able to submit ideas, I suppose. So I'll probably lose access to this chat. I don't know that I'll be able to go back and copy and paste the live chat for this one. Why am I mining copper? I'm just mining whatever. I'm just mining for the heck of it. I was tired of being blasted to death by the stupid anvils. I was tired of hearing the sound effects, so I'm just kind of vibing mining stone, literally wasting everybody's time. You're welcome. There's 20 minutes you'll never get back. Do I watch SMP videos? Yeah, I do actually watch a couple SMP videos. There's that Parrot guy. He makes SMP videos, I believe. There's a few others that are on the same SMP that he's on. I just watched a really, really good one yesterday, I think it was. It was a pretty good video. I forget who it was posted by. I think it was This Armor Shouldn't Exist. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that video, but that one was really good. I enjoyed it. It was really well made. I think my wife is calling me, so I'm going to take a minute to pause because I'm hearing my wife call me, so hold on just a sec. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Yes, darling? Oh, you're in the bedroom. Oh. I noticed you commented a couple times. Yeah. Did you like this? Your hands are funny. Yeah, that was funny. Your hands was pathetic because you know it's funny. You absolutely think it's funny. Yeah. No, that's why I thought it was funny. Yeah. Wow. I already told you. Oh. Thanks, darling. Alright, I am back. I'm so sorry about that quick break. I am back now. Hopefully y'all are still there. So what do you guys say we shake it up and do creative mode? I could keep trying doing the anvil survival. However, I think I've got the anvils going a little too frequently. I'm going to need to slow them down a bit. So I'm going to change the poll back to what it was before. I'm gonna hold on just for a second and change the poll, end poll, and start a poll. Switch to creative. Grilled cheese. Everybody's talking about grilled cheese. I swear I'm addicted to grilled cheese. Okay, let me know. Should I switch? Okay, what is with all the grilled cheese, guys? What the heck is happening? Ah, I see what happened. Fern the Frond, you cheeky Fern. We should all span a word or something until he gets back. Grilled cheese, grilled cheese. I swear I'm addicted to grilled cheese. It's blue cheese, I know, in the original song, but I still think it's funny. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be playing grilled cheese. I don't know how to play grilled cheese, but me when the gang grilled cheese. Absolutely. So, was YouTube your first career you wanted to pursue? Actually, no. I fought so hard not to pursue YouTube. I fought so hard not to pursue YouTube. I wanted to do anything but I just kept coming back to it. I kept feeling like I had to, and it's one of the few things I actually feel like I know a bit of what I'm doing. If I'm being honest, I have no other skills. This is it. I mean, if YouTube doesn't work out, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yes, darling. Oh yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My wife asked me to do something and I immediately forgot. But yeah, I'm fully committed to YouTube. I I don't think I have a I don't I mean I do have other plans and other things I'm doing, but plan A is YouTube and plan B is YouTube just cuz that's I don't know if any of you guys relate to this, but I just felt like it was my calling. If that's weird, then it's weird. It's okay. It's weird. It just felt like something drew me to it and I had to. I had to at least try, and if I failed, I'll figure it out from there. But otherwise, I have literally no idea what else I would do. Like how do I not at least try, you know? That makes sense. I built the largest grilled cheese sandwich in Minecraft Hardcore. Let's actually try building a grilled cheese sandwich, why don't we? Oh, look, spoilers. Um let's What is wrong with my frame rate right now? I think I'm going to have to mess with some settings real quick. I think we're having some issues here. Let's see. Can I don't think I can. I'm just going to close it. And I'll close that one too. Oh, wow. Chat is going crazy on my end. Hi. Grilled cheese. Yeah, me personally, my calling is grilled cheese. Grilled cheese. Play the Jenny mod. I don't know if that's YouTube appropriate, is it? Actually, I think the Jenny mod was popularized by YouTube, so it wouldn't be honest to say it isn't YouTube appropriate. Oh, whoops, my bad. I'm breaking everything now. Let's see. Can I get this working now? Nope, I'm still getting crazy low frames. I don't know how well you guys are seeing that. I don't know what is going on with that. Oh, maybe it's working better. Maybe. We got 100 frames a second. Okay. All right, looks like we're going back to normal. All right, let's go over some more spoil. Nope, and now it's back down. Wonder what is causing these frame drops. Does anybody understand? Ah, somebody hacked me and sent me grilled cheese. Jenny mod, but grilled cheese. Yeah, it certainly is. My RAM is taken up by grilled cheese. Let's see. My favorite Minecraft block. Jansen Jolly called me a banana. No, you're a banana, Jansen Jolly. And now Elizabeth Johnson wants a grilled cheese. My favorite Minecraft block is probably Lapis. Lapis Lazuli. That's my favorite block. What time is it for me? It is 9:50 p.m. I don't know what my... Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need to adjust my latency. Is that going to be in the stream settings here? I'm still learning how streaming works, so I'm still trying to see what and how to adjust latency. I'm honestly not sure. Here, there's an edit button. That shows... Yeah, it doesn't show me anything related to latency at all. No, Jansen Jolly, my favorite block is not TNT. It's Lapis Lazuli. You're going to have to deal with it. Grilled cheese apocalypse. If grilled cheese was in the game, it would be my favorite block. There we go. I can't English at all. Yeah, I honestly don't know how to mess with the settings. So if I can get it to run properly. Nope, still suffering frames wise. That's strange. My least favorite block. Least favorite block. Probably granite. Just by itself, it has very literal no neighboring blocks that make it look good in any build. But what am I using for streaming? I'm using Streamlabs. I think that's the question that you were trying to ask me. I hope I answered it correctly. Hook rate. Does anybody even know what a hook rate is? Is that the problem? Yeah, granite can look good in some contexts. I've seen people make granite work, but I struggle making granite work, at least for me. Looks like Jansen Jolly's taken off. See you later, Jansen. Yeah, I have no idea what a hook rate is. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna learn as I go and see what the different streaming settings are and how to make them work. But this is literally me. That's literally me right now. I've got the brain the size of nothing. I just don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, well, I'm going to see if I can get it to... I'm going to try reducing my render distance. That seems to work, right? See if that helps. Nope, still really low frames. Could be just that my laptop's overheating. cheese grill is definitely a horrible block. You got to have the grilled cheese, not the cheese grill. Ah, okay. It seems like it's a little bit better. Little bit better. Retro has another skin idea. It's a turtle and an ender dragon that had a baby with a mohawk and two big eyes, arms that are moldy fries, legs that are lightsabers, and then anything for a backpack to make sure that it's funny. That's a hilarious skin idea. You're gonna have to save these, Retro. You're gonna have to save these ideas. These are brilliant. Nope, I've still got the frames of a slideshow. Yeah, I don't know. Is it just what I'm looking at? Is there too many entities rendering? How do I pull that up? No. No, that's just hitboxes. Yeah, I've got no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, I've got 31 frames, 9 frames. When I hold still, it seems to be okay. I think maybe I was messing with too many maps. Over here. Is it over here? Where was it? No, it was over there. Over there. I think, yeah, when I look over there, it seems to be more laggy. So I think it's just because I have a bunch of maps rendering. Oh, hey, look, it's the thumbnail. It's the thumbnail of the stream. I forgot I built that in this world. So yeah, I built the... Is it going to let me fly? My goodness, my frames. My frames, they're so... Yeah, bro's playing Minecraft on a PowerPoint presentation. I was saying earlier that I'm playing this on a 5-year-old laptop right now, so expect this to be very, very poorly running right now. I'm honestly impressed that it lasted as long as it did, and it didn't have problems until now. But let's see, is it... There's my little... If you recognize this scene, you're one of the OGs. It's kind of burnt down now, but this is my meth lab. I mean my blue candy lab. My blue candy lab. Yeah, I think it's definitely the map room over here. Yep. It's definitely the map room. It's a perfectly black void, but it's laggy. It's super duper laggy. Yeah, whenever I'm looking away from it, it seems to run just fine. So as long as we look away from that direction, we should be okay. Does that take down maps, Arctic Fox? Yeah, my laptop. You need to do a stream? I'm gonna die now. Joseph Bounty Hunter White. My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 308 Negro Arroyo Lane. My brother-in-law forced me to be a meth cook against my will. I mean, a candy cook. I want to be careful what words I'm saying on here. I don't know if I can get demonetized. I would love to play a Hypixel Bed Wars game. However, my laptop doesn't seem to be handling it super well. I could try it. We'll see. But for now, let's just go over a couple of these. So I mentioned earlier I had an idea to build the 7 Wonders, and so this is one of the pillars. One of the pillars for Stonehenge. So that's one of the ideas I'm working on. I've also got walls that I'm working on. This is the wall I'm intending to build around my base in my Sleepless Hardcore world. So I haven't built this in the Sleepless Hardcore world yet, but these are a couple of different designs I have. I have a light mode version, and then I have the dark mode version over here. I've got a gate an entranceway. I'm still trying to figure out what I want the pathway to look like. Just kind of experimenting with different build styles here, trying to see what looks good. This design is actually stolen. I will say outright, I stole this idea from Instagram. This idea is inspired by somebody else's build. It's a little bit different, but it's pretty heavily inspired from somebody else's build. So I'm not claiming any of this stuff as my own. I'm also thinking about using barrels for my storage. I think it just looks a little bit more unique, a little bit different. I don't love how the outer box looks, so I'm still working on designing the storage, but this is kind of my creative design world. So I've got like a pseudo house there that I just kind of challenged myself to see if I can build it out of only dirt. And so that's all the different blocks that you can make out of dirt. I think I set up a block palette over here. If you turn dirt to mud and then turn mud to clay, you can turn it into any form of terracotta. You can turn it into rooted dirt, podzol, grass, mycelium, bricks, technically, because you can cook the clay into bricks. So that dirt house is completely dirt house. I had an idea for a short. I don't think I ended up actually pursuing it, but it's like, this house is built completely out of dirt, and you wouldn't believe it because it's not dirt, obviously, even though it is. And then let's see. If you are a true OG of the channel, you'll probably recognize this place. I'll probably come back here someday soon. This one's kind of fun. Does anybody recognize this at all in the chat? I'm kind of interested to see if anybody has seen this before. Looks like Nico Dino Shark is leaving the stream. Goodbye, Nico. See you later. Yeah, terracotta is one of those blocks that's kind of hard to build with. I saw somebody mention that terracotta is kind of weird. It looks cool, but I'm kind of waiting for the chat to catch up before I move away from this, because I want to see if anybody recognizes it. I'm still the chat delay is like 30-45 seconds. I apologize for hanging out here for so long. You have no idea how much effort that took to build. Also, if you want to see that, it's right up here. You count as an OG. If you're here at all, you count as an OG. You don't need to feel bad if you don't recognize it. You're definitely an OG if you're here at all. This is my first ever stream. Yes, this is grilled cheese news. A Doritos bag and Pringles had a baby, so the baby became an elephant with a big mouth, and the legs are made out of tables and arms are made out of chairs and Baby Yodas, and also on the elephant head. My goodness, these are big ideas, dude. So yeah, this took quite a bit of effort to build. This is a map art of a pseudo newsroom, planet Earth kind of thing. I kind of just free-handed this, just based off of, I think I had a reference image, and then I kind of just free-handed the borders to try and make it look as close to accurate as possible. It's obviously not, because Australia is tiny and barely even on the planet. Half of Australia is just gone. And then I've got I'm not very good at, like, Italy's way too small in there. Not very familiar with most of the Middle East. Also, I'm really sorry about what's going on in the Middle East right now. The UK is way too long. Greenland is way too close to the UK. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to build that. It was a lot of fun. How good are you in PvP? I'm terrible in PvP. If you've seen my Bed Wars video, you'll know I'm terrible at PvP. Rip the Far East. Yeah, it's sad what's going on right now. I hope everybody gets safe, because it's just really sad. I don't want to bog people down with world events, but we are in a newsroom, so maybe we should leave. Oh yeah, I was gonna explain the context of that newsroom. It was just for shorts that I made. If you haven't seen those shorts, you can go back and see them. They're like one of the first 3 or 4 shorts I ever made. One of the ideas I'm planning on coming back to is the trick shots. I have a couple of the trick shots over here. So I've got this trick shot over here that I set up, and this trick shot over here that I set up from one of my other shorts. But I don't know. I'm not as invested in shorts as I am trying to do the long form content. I mostly was just making the shorts back when I was, just to kind of practice and get back in the routine of editing, because I kind of took a big break from it. But it does kind of look like I'm Steve in a creeper shirt. I kind of intended for it to look a little bit familiar to Steve. I did change a little bit about it. If you look at the, let's see if I can. I did change a little bit of like the hairline shape, and I changed the arms, but I do kind of look like Steve in a creeper shirt, a little bit. Yeah, I could say. No, that sheep pen is not PETA approved. Is it PETA or PETA? I don't know how to pronounce the. They would not approve of my sheep pen over there at all. Where is that? Yeah, no, it is not at all animal friendly. It's not quite as bad as ENX04's, which is way more cramped, but also way more efficient. But I've got beautiful rainbow of sheep here. I really like how the colors kind of blend together, especially with the Optifine glass that smooths it out. It just looks really pretty. I like it. You had a brick fall on your head? That's not okay. Private Bed Wars games with your viewers. That could be really cool. I don't have MVP rank or even YouTube rank. I don't think Hypixel knows I exist. I might someday, and I'm not as invested in the multiplayer stuff right now yet. I will get there. Maybe I'll keep going back to Bed Wars and stuff like that. But right now, I'm trying to improve my skill at the game in general. So, oh no, something ratty just crashed his mountain bike. The bike's okay. Oh, that's good. But your leg, I'm sorry to hear about your leg. That's horrible. Turn on F3 and see how many mobs over here. I'm going to expose myself as an absolute noob, but I don't know how to read the F3 screen very well. I know how to read the day count, and I'm on day 0 because I've messed with the cheats in this world. Obviously, it's creative world. I know where to read my XYZ coordinates. I know targeted block. I know it says something about CPU, but I don't know how to check mobs or where they are, how many there are. I could probably find it, but I have no idea. Yeah. I hope you get feeling better, something ready. That sounds really painful. Hey, thank you, Inkspot87. How's it going, dude? Nice to have you here. Is it Jamesy Gamesy? I'm okay at PvP, but still pretty trash. That's okay. I'm very trash at PvP. I'm trying to get better. I'm planning on. I think one of the charming parts of my channel is going to be the part where I use it to improve, and so people will be able to watch me grow my skill in the game and become a better player, which I think is pretty an enjoyable part of the game, at least. I think I had some other spots in this world that I forget where they are, though. Is it over this way? I think, well, it might not be in this world, actually. I'll show you one more thing in this world, and then I'll try playing some Bed Wars. And if I can get that to work, then we'll play a little bit of Bed Wars, and then we'll probably end it. It is starting to get late for me, My wife wants to go to bed at a reasonable time, so yeah, we wanted grilled cheese. Maybe I should build a grilled cheese first before I swap over. Yeah, everybody wants grilled cheese. We're at 60% grilled cheese. Why am I uncreative? Oh yeah, this is how I recreated a shot in the Bed Wars video, and this is where I took this screenshot for the thumbnail of the Bed Wars video. I used this armor stand to be the reference guide. So if you recognize this, whoops, that's the thumbnail of the Bed Wars video right there. I just took another screenshot of it so I could recreate the thumbnail all over again. But I don't know why the bed is pink. It's red in the thumbnail. I don't know why the bed is pink. Anywho, shall we make a grilled cheese? And then we want the grilled cheese. Okay, I'm going to build a giant grilled cheese, it looks like. What should I make the bread out of? Should I make it out of a wood type, or should I make it out of... I think wood would probably make... Wood probably make a good bread. I could make it out of dirt. I feel like this is a good bread color. And I could use a full for the crust right there. And then we just need a cheese. Yellow. Should I do yellow or should I do orange? What do you guys think? Yellow or orange? Looks like oak wood for the bread. Concrete. Concrete is a good option. I guess I'll grab... Is there orange terracotta? Is orange terracotta? I don't think orange terracotta is a very good cheese color. I guess we'll try orange concrete and yellow. We could do yellow terracotta maybe, or we could do yellow concrete. We'll try out a couple of these different colors and see what we get. Let's go. Make it giant inside of a grilled cheese restaurant. I don't know if I have time to build an entire grilled cheese restaurant. People want yellow concrete. Yellow? Seems like yellow concrete is what's winning. As long as it looks like a grilled cheese. Okay, I think yellow concrete is probably the best. Yeah, that's just like an... If my cheese looked like that, I'd be mildly concerned. Like, that's 5-month-old cheese right there. And this is radioactive cheese. That's not cheese. This, yeah, no, that looks like cheese. That's cheese. Okay, we've got our cheese. You guys were right. We've got our cheese. We've definitely got our cheese. Okay, so we'll use this as the cheese. We'll just leave one here so that we have it as a reference guide. We've got, I think jungle wood looks like a good bread crust, and then the bread itself can be kind of, if we did sort of this kind of shape, I actually think maybe that shape for the bread. I'm going to do it more giant than this. This is just kind of a reference guide for what it should look like. So kind of piece of bread, kind of like that. Oops, I'm not very good at placing or breaking blocks. Hi. Okay, so we've got 3 levels of grilled cheese here. We got level 1 of grilled cheese right here. We'll do overhanging cheese on that side. Why not? Just to make it square. And then we'll do another slice of bread lined up to fit right here. We'll make a more giant grilled cheese than this. This is just a proof of concept to see that it works. And we need another couple of blocks here to fill in the top half. What do you guys think of that grilled cheese? Is that a grilled cheese or what? Rate my grilled cheese out of 10. Is that a good grilled cheese? A chicken McNugget? Some people want me to cut the corners off. Yeah, is it Congator or Congator? I'm still waiting for your new video. I'm waiting for it too. It'll be coming out soon, hopefully by the end of the month. I guess we'll see. While I'm waiting on you guys to rate that out of 10, I'll come on. While I'm waiting for you guys to rate that out of 10, I will go get started on our actual giant grilled cheese. We'll do like 3 blocks high here. Make a bite mark. Ooh, that's a good idea. I should make a bite mark. That's a brilliant idea. I'm going to make a bite mark. Okay, how long do we need it to be? If it's going to be 3 times, it needs to be 3, 6, 9, 12. At least 12 blocks long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll do 13 just to be extra. And then we'll go in a block like that. Seven out of 10? Okay, that's pretty good. Some people want me to put my face on it. 8 out of 10. Cheese out of 10. 10 out of 10. Beautiful. 4 out of 10. He doesn't like my bread. 10 out of 10. Grilled cheese out of 10. Okay, I'm getting some good feedback here. That's good. Somebody's comment is loading. I don't think it's ever going to load, dude. Probably want the shape of the bread to keep going just a little bit further, and then we'll go out to create a curve. We'll create a curve like so, and then we'll do 3 and 2 and 2 and then 1 and 1, and then we'll swap over to going straight like that. How does that look? That is only half of a piece of bread, and it maybe need to. Hey, we got our first dono. The Duper Trooper. Randy is coming to get you, little bro. I don't know who Randy is, but I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared now. I don't know who Randy is or what he's going to do to me, but he's going to come get me. Hey, thank you so much for the first dono, dude. Duper Trooper. He is an OG now. He is the official OG. Thank you so much. That is so kind. I got to write you down. I'm going to make a list. Duper Trooper. Thank you so much. The Duper Trooper. $1.99. That is my first ever super chat. Somebody has already made a super thanks on my hardcore video, but common Duper Trooper W, dude. Huge W. Thank you so much. You guys, you don't have to donate. There's no expectation at all for you guys to donate, so don't feel obligated, but it is greatly appreciated. That was so kind. Thank you so much, Duper. Okay, that's a pretty good bread size, right? That's pretty good. Common W Trooper moment. Common W. Okay, we're up to here, I think. Where should I put the bite mark in the bread? Should I put it in the top corner along the edge? Yo, Duper Trooper with another $1.99. My goodness. He's dropping donos left and right. My goodness, stop the glazing. Okay, I can do that. I can stop the glazing. I don't know what glazing you're referring to. I don't glaze anything. What are you talking about? I'm going to start gaslighting you. That's what I'm going to start doing. The Duper Trooper again. Common Duper Trooper W. Thank you so much. That is so kind. You like the crust shape? It seems good. I'm rich now. I'm super rich. Let's go. I'm so rich. I've got $4. Heck yeah. Thank you so much. I don't want to downplay your donos. That was very, very, very kind of you. That was very kind. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to just bring this out in a straight line so I can get an idea of what it looks like from above. Has anybody given me feed mark? Top left? Okay, so it looks like people want top left. Okay. Why is this the most enjoyable stream I've ever watched? Thank you, Ghost One Easy. That is so kind. My bread is too glazed. Yeah, it's pretty glazed bread. You got to be careful. I got to stop the glazing, right? Otherwise, I'm not fulfilling the wishes of my dono. Okay, we'll try 2, 2, 2, and then 3, right? Was it 3 or 4? I think it was 4. And then I did 2. And then I did, looks like 2 again. And then 1. And then 2. Like so. But we're going to do a bite mark. How big of a bite? Joe. Inspired from someone like you were actually inspired. Here, I'll give you this. I was for the hardcore video I'm working on. The hardcore video is partially inspired by PewDiePie. I don't know if you were expecting that. I think I probably want to bring this top edge in a little bit right here. Maybe have it come out right there and then come in again and then come out right there again. I feel like that's a little bit more of a realistic bread shape, right? That looks like bread. Yeah, I do my best to try and interact with you guys. I'm doing my best. I'm sorry if I miss anybody's thing. You're gonna milk my shake? Oh no, the Duper Trooper's gonna milk my shake, little bro. No, nothing inspired from the bridge video. Nothing from the bridge video. No, I'm not going there. I don't want to be canceled today. No, I'm talking about his Minecraft series. I don't know. Something about PewDiePie's Minecraft series. If you've seen it, and you know what I'm talking about. It's just a charming series. Okay, I'm just going to do a straight diagonal line right here for the bite, just to get an idea of what shape I want to turn it into. Should I make the bite bigger? I'm probably going to curve it to apply to right here. I think that's about the middle, yeah. And then we want to do there, and then curve it in right there. How's that shape? It's not curvy enough. Bigger or smaller? I see one person see big. I see a huge chomp. Make it rounder. Yeah, I'm working on making it rounder. Don't worry. Create a party on Hypixel. I don't know how to do that. I don't actually know how to do that at all. I'd love to try, but maybe someday in the future. I think I need to curve it out a little bit more, so I'm going to have it be centered like right here. And then curve it a little bit more quickly. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, I'm just confusing myself now. That's way too big of a bite. I think what I need to do is curve towards this way more. Right here. Let's see how that looks. Accidentally got rid of my grass. There we go. Nope, that is way too steep. I need to visualize this a bit more. So we want the bite to start here. And we want it to curve so that it hits right there, I think. And then in order to make it even, it needs to hit right here. That looks pretty even, right? And then we can hit right here and right here. Nope, that's not even. That's not even at all. This guy is off by a block. Nope. Okay, what did I mess up? Oh, this block's off by a block too. And this guy's too close still. I think it does actually need to be there, and this guy needs to be Nope, that's not even close. That needs to be like back there. And that needs to be... I've confused myself again. I'm going to do over 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Nope, one more. There we go. I'm gonna try and get my upload schedule to about once a month. However, it's gonna take a little bit longer for me to get to that point. One of the things I need to do to get my upload schedule to be a little bit more consistent is I'm gonna need to hire out an editor. I'm planning on doing that as soon as I can. However, obviously it's not something that's a quick process, and I want to get somebody who can help with maintaining my style and my voice in my video. I'm not talking about my literal voice. Also, thanks for the compliment on my voice, Matthias. But I'm talking about like the way that I edit the video. I want to maintain the same even when I start hiring editors to help me, because I want to maintain who I am and the identity of my artistic integrity, if that makes sense. So we'll try that, and we'll try that, try that. Does that look good so far? And then actually, I think this one's supposed to be like that. Yes, that's it. 4 and 2. Okay. That bite, it looks like it needs to curve more this way right here. Like, that's a decently shaped bite. I think it needs maybe one more block right here, and that needs to be right there. Okay, I think that's a decently shaped bite. What do you guys think? Is that a big enough bite? Is it appropriate? Look at it from all angles. I try to be calm. I do my best. Oh, hey, thank you for sticking around for as long as you did, Fern the Frond. And thank you for the grilled cheese idea. That was a lot of fun. I think yours was the idea to start the chant, so I appreciate it. It was hilarious. I came back and everybody's grilled cheese, grilled cheese, grilled cheese. It was pretty funny. That was very, very funny. Take care. Thank you so much. I wish you the best as well. Okay, looks like people like the bite. Okay, excellent. I'm going to cut out the part of the crust here that isn't, it's not going to be there anymore because it's all eaten. Okay, and then let's finish building up the height of the bread. That's where the crab claw would come in handy, huh? I'm not going to bother filling in. It's going to be a hollow sandwich. I'm just going to build up the edges to try and make it look good. I think actually I might in here start making it only 2 blocks high. Just right there to give it a little bit of extra space to be cheesy. Maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, see ya next upload or stream. Fern the Frond, it was really nice to have you. Yeah, cheese is gonna definitely leak out of the bite here for sure. That's definitely the plan. Oops. Maybe I should change the title of the stream to Making Grilled Cheese, huh? Just change the whole stream to grilled cheese. Grilled cheese. Grilled cheese. Okay, here we go. Oh, we're almost done. Nice. Oh, I've got that section over there. Okay. So we're almost done with the first piece of bread. The bottom piece is going to have the least amount of detail just because it's the bottom piece. And we got to have the cheese in here. And then the top piece will actually have the majority of the bread details. Okay. For this, take care in it. If you're going to take off, it was nice to have you here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sticking around for as long as you did. Somebody wants me to change the title to grilled cheese. Thank you. I am trying to do my best as a content creator. Let's see. I'm going to try actually changing the title of the stream to just grilled cheese. I'm just going to call it grilled cheese first stream. There. I'm leaving first stream in the title, but it's called grilled cheese now. Hopefully it goes live as soon as possible. JKG, I'm building grilled cheese. I've just changed the title to the stream to grilled cheese. Apparently people like grilled cheese, so that's what we're doing here. Okay, here's what I'm going to do for the cheese. I'm going to do a little bit of fancy thinking here. I kind of want the cheese to be square, so I'm going to bring the corner out to here. I think here's probably where I want the corner to be. So I'm going to set right here. I'm going to go /fill and get the coordinates of that block, and then come over to this corner, and I want the cheese to hang off by at least a block or two. Should we do the cheese thick? Uh-oh. I've got a new Canon event. We're on to Apple. We're on to Apple. Hey, thank you for sticking around, Matthias Jolly. It was nice to have you. Goodbye. Take care. Okay, Apple. We're on to Apple now. I guess once you change the title of the stream, the new Canon event changes. I'm going to keep building the grilled cheese, though. I've commit. Whoops. I forgot to... I need it to be yellow Is this yellow concrete? It is yellow concrete. I was right. Okay, in order to fix the cheese, though, we're going to have it droop down in the corners, like so. Fold over the edge. I feel like folding over the edge of the sandwich gives it just that little bit of texture that it needs. I might have it drip a little bit right here, like so. Maybe a little bit of drip right there. Maybe we'll do a bigger drip that goes straight down. Yeah, we'll do that. So we got two little cheese drips right there. I think I'm actually going to try seeing if I can't get it to drip into the side a little bit, just to kind of give it a little bit more texture. No, I hate that. I hate that. Yeah, no, that looks better. That looks better. It's not perfect, but it looks better. And we'll bring the corner down a little bit further right there. That looks pretty decent. It looks alright. We got drippy cheese in the corner. We got melty cheese here. I'm going to go a block further back and a block further down for this section of the drippy cheese. And then we'll go back up to right here. I'll try doing the drippy cheese right there. Excellent. Okay, and then this part doesn't have cheese overhanging, so we'll just leave it like that. And then we'll do another drippy corner. Wait until Apple in the title. Once I put Apple in the title, then the canon event's going to change, though. And we'll put these two further down like that. Just trying to drip the cheese down in the most drippiest, cheesiest way. How's that? Ooh, that's some drippy cheese. Rate my cheese. How's it looking so far? We've got to take the bite out of the cheese still, though. I want to see some cheese rating in the chat. Cheese rating. Not cheese grating, cheese rating. I'm going to add a couple of drips of cheese over here, too. I feel like it needs a drip or two. Maybe I should have, like, a little pool of cheese down here beneath a drip, just because it, like, dripped off completely. And then we'll take the corner off of that one and just see how that looks. I think that's pretty decent cheese. The majority of the cheese is going to be covered by the second slice of bread. Looks like 8 out of 10, cheese out of 10, 8 out of 10, 1,000. Among Us drip. It sounds like I'm going to have to build an apple soon. If I build an apple, the canon event's going to change, and I'm going to be streaming forever until I've built everything the chat has demanded. The chat demands the grilled cheese. The chat demands the apples. It is the only way to appease the grilled cheese god. Okay, I want some kind of cheese drip in this area here. Should I add some cheese pull to it as well? I think maybe we just kind of fill in that gap there with cheese. Right. And then maybe we make a string of cheese pull in the corner there. No, that's dumb. I'd have to build teeth to make a cheese pull work. I don't think that will work. I don't want to build teeth. That's just too cursed. People are still demanding apple. 9 out of 10. I've been subscribed since your last video coming across on YouTube, and I have all notifications on. Thank you. I appreciate that. Also, I don't like cheese, but great building. Did you know that 90% of the world likes cheese? I think a few more people of the world are lactose intolerant. I feel like that's a pretty common one. Hey, Fern can stay. Yes, we've got Fern back. Let's go. W. Let's go. We must have apple in the title. Looks like people still want... Yeah, Joe's still on grilled cheese. Everybody else is on apple. Yeah, I'm slow. I get around to things slowly. I'm still on grilled cheese. Everybody else is on apple. Well, I'm sorry. I've got to make my grilled cheese. I am actually maybe this isn't as endearing of a trait as I think it is, but I am actually pretty hard set in my brain. When I get something in my brain, I have a hard time getting it out. I have to just finish thinking about a thought until I've finished thinking about it, if you know what I mean. Let's see, is that where the bread continues? Yeah, that's where the bread continues. Do we want me to abandon the grilled cheese yet, or do we want to keep it going? Should I build grilled apple? Change the title to building whatever chat says. I could do that. Building whatever the chat says. Do you guys actually want me to build whatever the chat says, or do you want me to play something else? Are you getting bored of this? I may have to go to bed soon. It is 10:30 where I'm at, so I'm probably going to... If you want me to finish the grilled cheese, I'll finish the grilled cheese. Here, should I do a new poll? I think I'm going to do a new poll. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to do a new poll. End poll. New poll. Keep building grilled cheese or apple. If I keep building, before you vote, before I make the vote live, if I build an apple, I probably won't be able to build it as big because I do have to I'm going to have to call it in about 20 minutes. So I have about 20 minutes left before I can go. So here comes the poll in 3, 2, 1. Anybody who's willing to stick around and see what works best. I'm going to vote for grilled cheese because I'm like 90% through it. Maybe I could do the top half of the grilled cheese as an apple instead of a second slice of bread. Is that a stupid idea? People are still demanding I name it apple. The apple and grilled cheese must combine their forces. A pear? I don't know. I'm pretty proud of how this grilled cheese is turning out. It's kind of a fun grilled cheese kind of look. I like it. I like the cheese drips. I think it looks good. I think I chose a good block for the crust of the bread. I think that's like the exact color of a good crust. Okay, let's look at the vote. I've got 21 votes, and it looks like everybody wants me to do grilled cheese. So, should I incorporate the apple some way? I think I could incorporate an apple somehow. Let's see. I'm gonna take this edge down. Take this edge over. I'm gonna incorporate the apple somehow. I think I can do it. I'm gonna incorporate the apple. Do people still want me to name the stream Apple? Hey, thank you, Indian Railway fanboy. I appreciate the sub. That's really kind. Also, don't subscribe. You're not allowed to. It's the rule around here. You're not supposed to subscribe. I'm obviously teasing. Okay, it looks like banana is the new. It's the new direction the chat is taking. Okay, and then come here. I really want to see what this grilled cheese turns out like. I think this is kind of a really cool looking build. Never actually built a grilled cheese before. And my in-game building skills are kind of mediocre at best. So that actually looks pretty tasty. I'm actually getting hungry. I think I might actually go build. I almost said build a grilled cheese in real life. That's where my brain is at right now. It's okay, Ghost One Easy. You can subscribe. You're just not supposed to. You're breaking the rules, but it's okay. You're supposed to break the rules. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Okay. Change title to banana now. I feel like if I change the title, people are just going to move on to the next meme, you know? It's just kind of devolving. No offense, but I feel like I've kind of got to stand my ground. It's grilled cheese. It's grilled cheese or nothing, guys. Take it or leave it. Is that bad? Is that a W or an L? See, give me W's or L's. Grilled cheese or nothing. What do you think? Somebody asked if they can swear. I'd prefer to keep it family friendly for the most part, but I'm not the kind of person to tell other people what to do. So make your own choices, but if it becomes like really, really bad, I do not appreciate that. Keep it as close to family friendly as you humanly can, please. I see W's. I see Freddy Fazbear. Her. Yeah, a lot of W's. A couple L's. I'm seeing some. Oh. Uh-oh. I just lost my chat. My phone died. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm going to have to play. Thank you, thing. I appreciate that. There's no need to to feel like it's a bad thing to be the person that you are and say the things that you feel okay and comfortable saying, but I don't want to create a culture of swearing over here just for the sake of. I think I've messed this up. Hold on. Did I break my game? I think I broke something. Oh no, I think we're good. I just need to try that and that and that. There we go. Yeah, so I just lost my view of the stream. So yeah, L phone. Joe's the type of guy to build a grilled cheese in Minecraft and name the stream Grilled Cheese. I swear I'm addicted to grilled cheese. No, seriously, I'm starting to get hungry. This actually does look pretty tasty. It looks appetizing. I like grilled cheese. Okay, well, I'm going to keep building grilled cheese. I promise I'll try to incorporate an apple somehow. But we'll probably have to see if that turns out, because I don't think it's going to look as good if I try to make an apple an ingredient in the grilled cheese. I've heard of it done before, but it seems strange. Does anybody here eat apples with their cheese? Is that a normal thing? Somebody said poop. I don't think I eat poop with my grilled cheese at all. I definitely don't eat poop with my apples. Poop is one of those flavors that just doesn't really mix well with apple or cheese, you know? It's not the most appetizing cheese flavor. You know, poop goes really well with I hear goes really well with yeah, I got nothing. There's nothing good that goes with that. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to be able to get away with T/fill in this here. And I can probably only go up to this edge right here. Sure, Joe. Grilled cheese and apples. Okay, but yeah, what the heck is going on? I don't understand. Oh, I probably couldn't go past here, actually. I should probably set it here. It's T/oak. Is it just called oak wood? I think it's called oak wood. No, it's stripped. Strip oak wood. There we go. Grilled apple. People are begging me to change it to grilled apple. Okay, you know what? I'll cave in. I'll give you a grilled apple. There you go. It's grilled apple now. It's grilled apple. I've given you an inch and you've decided to take a mile. You're mad with power. Build an emerald. About to leave in 15 minutes. I'm about to end the stream in 15 minutes. I don't know if I have time to build an emerald. I can finish building the grilled cheese, but then I have to call it a night. Oh, people are happy. Now it's time for banana. I immediately have to change the stream name. I'm not going to be able to change the stream name every single time. So this will be a one-time treat. How about? I'll change the stream name to Grilled Banana. Grapple Banana. Grapple Banana. There's the stream name updated. I've named it to Grapple Banana. What's my opinion on horror games? I actually, I'm not as big of a fan of horror games as my wife is. She loves a good horror game. I don't know why, but she loves to be scared. She absolutely loves it. So horror games are a lot of fun. Hey, take care. I see that I still don't know if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. It's Purvi. Looks like pervy to me, and I feel horrible calling it that. But thank you for hanging out. It was nice to have you. Grapple Nana. Hey, take care. Thank you so much. See, make a short out of the stream and everything in it. I don't know how I would do that. That'd be kind of funny though. /fill those blocks, and I think I can get away with up to the rest of the thing. Yeah, I think I can get the rest of the thing in that. So T up. Stripped oak wood. Right. There it is. And I've got a couple more blocks to fill in here. Okay, I want to add a couple of charred spots in the grilled cheese, right? So, because it's a grilled cheese, so it's got to have like the toasted lines in it, right? Cosmo wants a shout out. Hey Cosmo, how you doing? He's asked 3 times now. Hey Cosmo, how you doing? Hey Cosmo, how you doing? Hey Cosmo, how you doing? Maybe I shouldn't encourage spamming. Maybe that's the problem. I'm encouraging the spamming. I'm going to go with dark oak, stripped dark oak wood. I think that's a good grilled kind of. Yeah, please don't spam in the chat. It kind of ruins the experience for other people. So I'd appreciate it if you guys would try to be respectful of the other people watching the stream and trying to enjoy the chat. It's a lot harder to have as good of a time if people just spam. Okay. I feel like the grilled bits need to be a little bit more, whoops, a little bit bigger. How's that? The grilled cheese and apple war. Yeah, this is kind of fun. It's kind of fun to have a grilled cheese and apple war every once in a while. We'll see how. That's a decent char spot. I don't know. I'm not super in love with it. It's okay. Cosmo, you're fine. It's okay. You don't need to feel bad. It's all right. As long as you actually do apply the advice. There we go. Should I make the grilled lines straight, or should I make them a little bit more wonky like that one? Which grill line do you like better? Do you like it thicker and wonky, or do you like it a little bit more straight and even? We want another poll going? What do we need in the poll? Oranges. Game Boy. What's up, Game Boy? How you doing? Famous last words. Yeah, that's a sentence you wouldn't expect to hear out of somebody's mouth. It's fun to have a grilled cheese and apple war every once in a while. Every now and then. You want it thicker? People want it thicker. Okay. I'll go for thicker. Thick and wonky. You're watching and playing Minecraft at the same time? That sounds fun. I'm just playing Minecraft right now. I'm not watching any stream. I don't I'm not watching. It's because my phone died. Otherwise, I'd be watching myself. I better watch myself. I think probably that block too. I think maybe we need these two right there. There, that's a pretty decent grill. Okay, let's get another line right here. I want to do these couple of blocks here. These couple of blocks here. Tomato, actually, tomato on a grilled cheese is really good. Tomato on a grilled cheese is fantastic. It's fantastic. I love tomato on a grilled cheese, especially with, like, if you have a grilled cheese with my brain. You can tell I'm starting to get tired. I'm starting to shut down. Grilled cheese with tomato soup. Yeah, there it is. I finally got it to come out. I finally got my brain to work. Grilled cheese with tomato soup is fantastic. I could eat that right now. I'm hungry. I'm starting to get hungry again. Grapple all day. Somebody spelled tomato without a second T and called it tomato, like the British. Could you make us a tomato, please? Sounds delicious. Yeah, we need a Subway Surfers video in the corner. Add crumbs by the bite mark. Hey, W idea. I like crumbs by the bite mark. That's a great idea. I'll just add like a pile of crumbs right here. A little crumb trail. And then maybe like a splotch of cheese that kind of fell out. With maybe a little splotch right there. There you go. That's not too bad. Maybe we'll do a crumb of the crust as well. And maybe one of the crumbs will be charred. How's that? I think we need one more grilled line. I think we need like a grill line right here. And then it's done. And then we can call it a night right at a 10:55 for me. We'll do that right there. We'll do right here. And we'll do up here. There, I think that was a great idea. I really appreciate that we were able to get that in. Hey, are people being unkind in the chat? I'm seeing people. Hey, could we be a little bit more kind in the chat? I don't necessarily want to be the kind of channel that spreads hate or unkindness. I probably will start streaming a little bit more consistently. I think streaming has been fun. I've enjoyed this. I'll probably do this a little bit more often. I'm planning on streaming the Sleepless Hardcore World a couple of times. I think that'll be kind of fun to do. We'll see how often that happens. I don't plan on playing the Sleepless Hardcore World too often. I want to keep it kind of an occasional thing, kind of like a treat. I think the grilled line needs to go a little bit further right here, and then we can be done. Right there. Yeah, let's try to keep the chat as friendly as possible. I want everybody here to be able to feel welcome. So, thank you so much for being here, and thank you all for being kind and enjoying the memes of grilled cheese with me. I had a great time. I think I'm probably going to start wrapping the stream up right here. Whoops, I broke the crust. Don't want that. Okay. All right, one last little ranking. We'll end the poll, and we'll start a new poll. New poll is grilled cheese And the answers are grilled cheese. For real, for real. Cheese. All right. Tell me what you think of the grilled cheese. Are we grilled cheese? Grilled cheese, for real, or grilled cheese? And that'll be how we sign off. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It was wonderful. I'm not going to bed. No, sleep is for the weak. I'm definitely not going to bed. I'll give you one more fly around of the grilled cheese. It looks like grilled cheese for real is in the lead. We're at 42%. That's pretty good. That's almost half of people. That's almost half. Oh, it's dropping up. Oh, it's going down. We're all over the place with the grilled cheese. All right. Well, it looks like grilled cheese for real. Let's do it. Grilled cheese. I think that was kind of fun. It was kind of a build your own adventure kind of stream. I enjoyed playing. I enjoyed talking to you guys. Yeah, I think that was a good idea to add some texture using the stripped birch log. Might be able to make a couple of brighter spots in the bread. It's not a bad idea. French fries, fish and chips, as the Brits call it, with tomato soup. Yeah, that does sound good. It does sound really good. I do plan on continuing to stream in the future, but for now, I think we'll call it a day. Why have I been holding a glowing item frame in my offhand this entire time? And nobody has said anything to me. This entire time, I just have a glowing item frame in my offhand. My goodness. I do plan on making a Discord server in the future. That is a plan. I just don't know how to do it. It's been an honor to share my first stream with you all. I hope you enjoyed it. I think this is worthy of one last title change. One last title change. GG all. Good night. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you again, and adios.